So, hello, Lesley Foster. How are you? So lovely to see you. One of the liveliest ladies in the WOWS Hub. Just won a prize yesterday for being a community challenger, which is absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much for joining me for an interview. This is really lovely, and I know you're a really busy lady. So thank you so much. So I just wanted to interview you so that other people that might be considering joining the WOWS Hub can just get to know the other members in there, see that who we are and what we do and what you think, and so they can see if they would fit in, which I'm sure everybody really would. So could you just tell us a little bit about you, your private life, who you are, what you do, so people can just get to know you?
Of course. Well, I'm myself. I'm 61 this year. I've been married 38 years to Malcolm. Together we've had 3 children, 4 grandchildren, and we spent quite a lot of our life in Hampshire. While I was in Hampshire, I had little businesses and things like that, but most of the time I was housewife and mother. So so my 3 children, of the 3 of them, 2 of them have inherited entrepreneurial gene. So that's not too bad. And the other one's in the RAF.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but now we live in Wales, in Cardiff, and we've so I thought retired back to Cardiff, but by now you know me, Moira, I'd just be bored.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So what is your business?
Right, so I have a little business called Happy Memories, Bears and Mascots. And I've called it Happy Memories because it's not just end-of-life bears. They're bears to commemorate all of life's milestones, really. So all your happy memories.
You make them up out of people's clothes and things, don't you?
Do. Yeah, I mean, people, obviously, I mean, I've had a lot of end-of-life, and they've got precious garments that evoke memories, remind them of beautiful times they've spent with their loved one, and they send me those garments and I make them into bears.
Fabulous, fabulous. So how long, all in all, have you been an entrepreneur?
Oh, well, Moira, I think I'm a serial offender, really. I've had several entrepreneurial bites of the cherry, shall we say. While I was in Hampshire, I ran what I'd like to consider a very successful alterations and repairs business. To the point where people would follow me down the street calling my name, asking me to shorten their trousers, which they had in the boot of the car, and could they have them by tomorrow, please? That get an eyebrow raise. So when I thought I'd retired back home to Cardiff, I thought I won't have that anymore. So that was one of the reasons. But I've done lots of things. I embroidered bridal veils. I've altered more prom and wedding season dresses than I care to mention. I've been buried underneath mountains of tulle when my husband has come into the workroom and can't see me. But yeah, so many years spent behind a sewing machine usually.
Brilliant, brilliant. So you've been an entrepreneur. You thought about retiring and then thought, no, don't really want to do that. So why did you join the WOWS? Why did you join the WOWS Hub?
Well, it was a few things that fell into place, really. This business I'm running now happened by accident. I was there minding my own business, getting along with a few new friends who knew that I did a lot of sewing. And on their grapevine, they heard about somebody who wanted some memory bears. So they dropped my name and we got in touch, and I ended up making 18 bears. So while I was in the middle of that, I did see some posts about this wonderful group for ladies over 45 in business. And I thought, yes, I'll give that a look. And I enjoyed it so much. That was the free group. I got an awful lot out of it. But my 60th birthday present to myself was to join the WOWS Hub. And oh boy, it's a different ballgame in there, a different ballgame. You have so much support. The community is amazing. I mean, I never doubted my ability to be able to make the things that I make, whichever lane I go down, but it's my businesswoman skills. That's why I keep changing what I'm doing, because I do them, they fade. I didn't have enough business acumen to know what to do next. And quite frankly, my bears could have gone the same way. So I've got an awful lot out of the WOWS Hub.
Oh, brilliant. And you're now even expanding into doing sort of semi-passive income, selling courses and things like that. You're starting to venture into that side of things, aren't you?
Wow, yeah, yeah, that was a surprise to me. I must be the oldest person I know that's on YouTube, but my mum does tell me there is an older lady, so I don't feel quite so bad. So, yes, I'm teaching the wonderful art of knitting, and I'm just started my second series doing basic hand embroidery. That's my first love. I mean, above all the sewing machines and the teddy bears and the make your own clothes. And I've always knitted since before I could remember, but it's hand embroidery. I could just do that all evening.
Oh, really lovely. And there's so many people. I know that people who've seen your videos of you knitting have said they could just sit and watch you all night. It's really therapeutic. So
my daughter-in-law says I should really go on one of those sensory platforms, because my voice is so relaxing that they all go to sleep.
And so are you really enjoying, what are you actually now getting out of the WOWS Hub? And where do you want to go in the future with this? So you've gone from retirement to thinking, maybe not retirement, to thinking, oh, I could earn some money here, to thinking, oh, I could be actually learning whole new skills, which you are, and doing a whole new ball game, which I'm sure is really inspiring to your children and your grandchildren as well, because I always think that we kind of also have a responsibility to show that we're not sort of, you know, shriveled up and our lives are over, that we're showing the younger generations and making them feel inspired to do stuff.
Oh, very much so. My youngest son is, he's just turned 31. Oh, that makes me feel old. But he's an actor, and he's got certain skills behind the camera, in front of the camera. So we sort of swap skills, really. I'm learning lots and things about business and how to do this, that, and the other in the business world. And he edits my videos. so we've got a skill swap going on there. So he's trying to forge his way into YouTube and storytelling. And so I help him to look out for certain things and certain ways he can do things in business. And as I say, as a skill swap, he does my tech side.
Which is working really, really well.
Oh, it is for me.
So where are you hoping all this is going to take you into the future?
Well, I would like some passive income. And I think the YouTubes, if I carry on and push them, I've got a Newbie Needles Facebook page that is supposed to drive traffic to the YouTube channel, and an Instagram page. Oh my goodness, listen to me. I never thought I would be doing all this. Well, not even a year ago. So I amazed myself. So yes, the sky's the limit, really, because I'm learning all this. And this was only a short period of time. So goodness knows what I can learn from the WOWS Hub in the next 6 months.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it? So many people say the same things. I remember when we did the business plan at the start of the year, and you went, I'd never thought of life like this before.
No. What business plan? Oh, I thought that was just how many things I was going to make. And as for strategies and planning out your social media posts and getting your head around all of that, wonderful stuff.
It is. And it just shows to anybody that's thinking, oh, I've left it too late, I can't learn new things. I really think it's so important. Well, you know, I'm so passionate about all this, but I think it's so important that everybody knows that they can change their life, because there's so many women out there who really can't retire, who really can't work out how to retire because they just haven't got enough money to do it. They haven't got, you know, they're going to have to work forever, or if they do retire on their state pension when they're 104, when they finally get it, that yeah, and it's going to be about that, then they're going to be living in poverty. And it doesn't have to be like that. We can learn new stuff. we can actually become incredible business women and be successful. And I mean, the stories in the WOWS Hub, I love the way that when we're all talking, because we have a lot of live interaction, don't we? I love it when we're all talking and somebody will say, oh, get me talking about my sales funnel.
I think we all surprise ourselves, really. I mean, I couldn't put it better than thinking, oh, I'm not over the hill, because my 60th birthday present to myself, and it's been an amazing investment, best birthday present I've ever had to give to myself, was to join the WOWS Hub. It's been brilliant, and I think it's been money well spent for me.
That's brilliant. Oh, that's lovely. That's really, really lovely. And it's an inspiration to anybody that's feeling, I can't do it, I've left it too late, isn't it? It's just an inspiration to everybody. So if you had any advice, so first of all, where do you think this is going to take you? Where do you think are you going to take this much further? And then if you had any advice to somebody that's sitting here thinking, oh, I've left it too late, or I don't know how I'm going to change my life around, how I'm going to learn how to do business skills, I've got a business I can't earn any money out of, or anything like that, what would be your advice to them?
Well, I think where I'm going to take it in the future will be to make stock items as well as bespoke items. And people love bespoke items, but they also need a little bit of a push. So I can dress my bears in, for instance, I've got a historical building down the road from me, which I volunteer in, but they've got a shop. And it's inundated with people walking all the time. So if I made my bears with a little waistcoat with the name of the house on, that's an outlet. So that sort of thing, that's the way I'm thinking. Because I do cushions as well for the storybooks. So they put the story book in the back and they've got a teddy bear on the front of the cushion, and that sits on your bed. So that's another market that I'm going to be pushing towards. And that's just with the bears. So the sky's the limit, really. My books, books and books, notes and notes. The creativeness is falling out of my head, but now I write it down. And I've discovered the art of journaling, and my God, I've unleashed a monster.
And who would have thought, would you have thought even 12 months ago, you'd be saying, I'm journaling now, I do journaling?
I didn't know there was a thing. I thought it was just, you had diary entries or something I'd never done, really. I might have moaned every now and again in a diary that, you buy once a year and you make a couple of entries and the rest of it's blank. But no, I mean, journaling, I'm just really enjoying it. And I find myself doing it accidentally as well, where you're writing your ideas and then you start journaling how you're feeling about them. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is incredible what we can learn. So for anybody that's sitting and thinking they can't do it, your message is go for it.
Oh, definitely go for it, because it's in you. It's definitely in you. No, I'm not ready to draw the covers. Definitely not. I think you've got an awful lot left in you. God, my mother's still knitting and she's gone 80. So there's plenty of knitting needle and wool and cotton and things still left in me. So I'll still be going.
Excellent. That's really, really brilliant. And I'm so excited for everybody. I really, really am. Everybody that's in the WOWS Hub. Like I said, there's not a week goes by when somebody doesn't say, oh my God, this is what's happened, and everybody cheers everybody on. And I'm just so excited to see where everybody goes from here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you having your bears in all these different outlets and where it's all going to take you. And I just love the fact that you're on YouTube. I just love the fact that you're on YouTube. It's amazing.
Surprisingly, I'm loving the fact that I'm on YouTube.
Lesley, thank you so much for chatting to me. I'm sure there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of women who are going to be really interested in hearing your story, and that we can do it. We can learn new skills. We can learn how to do business plans and make profit and change our lives around and do YouTubes and not even be frightened of doing them. Albeit the first time you do them, you think you're going to die have a stroke or something. But after a little while, they just become fun. So thank you so much for chatting. It's been really, really good. And I can't wait to see where you go in the future.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Lesley. Take care. See you soon.
Bye-bye, Maura.